Your daily hour with me.
Sunday. It's episode 4963. Look around you. Did you make it? Did you live? It's been a while. Well, like a long time. Did you survive the day? There's fiends in the world. And did you dodge them? What? Hey, wait a second. What the heck is that? What? I hear some kind of jingle. What is this just jingling sound? Jingle, jangle, jangle! Jingle, jangle! Oh! Hello, friends and neighbors. Welcome to another production of the program. Oh, let's go to there we go. Hey, regular color. Look at this. Just a nice Walmart blue color. Not like yesterday was craziness and it was a lot. It was a lot. Well, can you see this? I wanted to show you that I finished my sweater. Even though it's difficult to see, I could turn on the lights or try to move around. Maybe like this. There. Oh. See? I did it. Okay, now I can take it off because I'm going to eat some barbecue. See? I made this thing. Alright, sit back down. I gotta take this off though because I got some kind of messy barbecue with organic eggs. Hey, just let me tell you, these eggs, they're extra yellow because of the organicness. I plan on messing myself with this barbecue, so don't want to mess my sweater. My fancy sweater that I made there. Now I'm going to eat. Whoa, oh my God, somebody's yelling outside. I'm gonna eat this barbecue. I went to the barbecue place down the street with the army guy. He's a great guy. You know, the more I go there, the more I like it, and yeah. How could it be? Yeah, well, he got the bag kind of hard to open, and the beans are a little bit messy, but I'm gripping the bag. I'm on my barbecue. I'm gripping the bag. Ah! Oh, yeah. I just tore the bag open. So I want this barbecue from the barbecue guy. If you remember this is from months ago. Oh, kind of beanie. Kind of beanies in the bag a little bit, but I got some napkins and nothing a little napkin can't fix up. Some kind of bean juice, a little bean juice. What's in the beans? Oh yeah, some pickles, some onions. Hey, this potato salad. Let me give you a little warning. He gave me a little warning. The potato salad's gonna be extra yellow. I don't know, because of mustard. That's some good potato salad. And here we go with the brisket. This is where it's at. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's not cheap, but it is good as hell. Couple of pickles, couple of onions. Brisket. Oh yeah. Wow. So good. Like food, there's some food that's good. Different levels, I guess, of yumminess. Yummy brisket. An organic egg potato salad. The guy's pretty cool because he gives me the brisket. we're money, you know. And I think we're friends too. No, we're friends, and the basis of our relationship is that I go visit his truck, and then I tell him what I want to eat based on what he wrote down on this little board. He's got a little board outside. He wrote down what he has available for him for me to eat, and I tell him what I want to eat, and then he gives it to me in a container. This guy, he's an army guy though. You can tell he's an army guy, and I got out of the army, and now he's retired. Maybe he's killed a guy, whatever. Now he's out of the army. They're making me barbecue. This time he's never been. I've never given him a tip because there's no way to give him a tip. So it's always just like, well, I guess you don't want a tip, which is good. I like that. And then now we got a sign. The sign explicitly says no tipping, and it's great. And I don't know about the army or army guys in general, but I like the no tipping and the no nonsense from this guy. I guess I'm of two ways. I like the no nonsense of this army barbecue guy, but I don't like the army itself. But I do like no nonsense. It's off a lot of yelling. I'll say there's a lot of nonsense in there. They try to teach you no nonsense in your life. But I will argue that once you're in there, it's mostly nonsense. So, yeah, look out for nonsense in the world. Well, it's pretty much everywhere, especially at food places. Everybody wants a tip, they're smiling. This guy, not a lot of smiling, but good food, and a sign that says no tipping. Maybe kind of like, there's like all these like bikini coffee places, and coffee places in general. This is good. And when you go to, I've never been to those bikini coffee places because, there's a lot of them. I wonder if they're local because, people like coffee here, but I'm pretty sure people like coffee everywhere. But I think Washington is kind of famous for coffee. So if you go get your coffee and then you drink it. But I guess there's Starbucks in Philadelphia, at least because Yellowfell went to Starbucks, and I'm pretty sure who doesn't like coffee. But it's more famous here, and there's these, they're called Ladybug. I got a coffee mug full of beans. Oh wow, it's a lot of beans. A coffee cup, it's like a drink. Hey, this is a good drink. It actually is a good drink. Soup beans. Oh man. You want a coffee cup full of beans? This is pretty good actually. Very hot. Very hot beans. Not sweet, lots of liquid. Comes in a coffee cup. Wow. Cup of beans. Here's your breakfast. It's beans in a cup. This is a good breakfast actually though. Or this meal. Put more meals into a cup form. I mean, if you're gonna have soup, you might as well have it in a cup. It's soup in a cup. It's soap on a rope. What is that? Beans in a cup. It's bean soup cup. Was that going somewhere? I got lost with the bean soup cup thing. What was I talking about? Barbecue? Time? Something. Where was my train going? I felt like I was on a roll. And then I started talking about beans. And I was like, hey, wait a minute. I'm going to do a little bit of bean talk, and then I'll get right back on the train. But that train has left the station. I'll go back and look at it, but I think it's gone. It's good. I salute you. Literally. Bikini coffee places. That's what I was. The train. That was my train. Wow. I gotta stay on this. Okay. I don't know if I gotta stay on this train necessarily, but you know when you get off the train, mentally, and the train leaves the station, it's totally gone. And you're like, man, I think the train is gone, but then the train is just hidden, like under a invisible blanket. And then you're like looking for the train. And then you see like a little shimmer of like its invisibility cloak is producing a little bit of distortion in reality. Like, oh, the train is not invisible. It's right there, and then suddenly you can see the whole outline of the shimmer in the train shape of a giant train. How did I think the train was totally gone? It was right there the whole time, just beyond this little curtain of like bean soup thoughts. Bean soup is good though. Okay, so the bikini coffee places, they have them everywhere else. When you go there, you drive by them. They're called like Ladybug. And yeah, you drive by them when you're looking at the road, and you can't ever see anybody in there. And I've looked a little bit, a little peek. Yeah, free peek, eh? Kind of just interested. I'm like, what's going on in there? But you know, you can't see them. I don't know what they do. I think they like duck down. Like, hey, no free shows. No free shows. They're gonna duck down. But they're kind of everywhere. It almost seems like there's more of those places than regular places. But you can go there, and then you get a little show with the coffee. But I want the coffee. I just want like cheap coffee, barbecue places. Like one thing at a time, I guess. That's one. I guess I mean you go to the grocery store, and you get several things at a time. But grocery kind of counts as one thing. Like I don't want a show at the grocery store either. That's why I like Winco. When I go to Winco, they don't have a little show. They actually, I mean, they have kind of a show at the regular grocery store. Not the same kind of show, but they have like decorations and like themes and smiles and like lights and piles of lights and everything. And at Winco, they don't have any of that stuff. It's like the theme is value. It's just like food's good. There's like, you know, cement aisles with no decorations and just like value. It's value theme. It makes you feel like it's like, hey, this place is getting good stuff, and then some of the stuff is like kind of funny looking. I really feel like I'm getting my good worth out of the place. And if I go to another place, I'm not quite sure. I'm getting that same kind of feeling. Well, the feeling of worth, you know. I'm really looking for worth. But I didn't go there, but who's going there? And were you going there for coffee? A little show before you get your coffee? Or while you're getting your coffee? Like, I'm tired and I feel like a show as well at the same time. You want to pick me up and the show? Like one or the other, buddy. And this place, there's no show. Barbecue place, let me tell you. And no tips either. I don't know how that works at these places, but they want an extra tip, or like, you know, like, hey, how about a good tip there, babe? Hey, babe, you got me a tip? Smoky. Bean soup. and go to the place, get the chips. Yesterday I was here on Saturday. I don't remember. I was in a haze. I was in a crazy haze, and I don't remember at all. What happened to it? What happened to this haze? You ever been in a haze? Someone's honking outside. But I'm recovered now, and I lit. You guys hanged over? You dumb now? After all the parties, all the parties yesterday? After the program, let's see, yesterday on Saturday, I saw the movie Dazed and Confused. I saw it in the afternoon, and I come here afterward, so it wasn't before. I think I already did that. Hello. It's gonna take a little bit. I think it's the yellow fellow. Hello?
Hi.
Hey, how are you?
I'm okay. How are you?
Good.
You're good?
I'm eating barbecue.
Oh, yeah? How is it?
I really like barbecue. You never had barbecue?
Probably like a handful of times.
Yeah, beef brisket?
I don't think I've ever had that.
Yeah, I don't know what you would eat at a barbecue.
Is there like a new, what's the guy's name again? That really old guy who makes movies. He's an old cowboy guy.
Clint Eastwood?
Yeah, is there like a new Clint Eastwood movie? I think the guys are watching it here.
Not that I know of, but he's got a lot of movies.
I think there is a new one because he looks really old, and right now he's dancing with a bunch of women.
He's in the movie?
What's that?
I mean, I don't think that if he was in a movie, if he made a new movie, he's more famous for directing now than acting.
But I assume he directed it too, but he looks like ancient, so I assume it's a new movie. But he's at like this pool party with all these like supermodel women, and he's dancing with these girls in bikinis, and it's just ridiculous.
That's a good movie. That's what you do when you're an old director. You write a movie, and then you cast yourself with the ladies.
Not a bad idea, I say.
Yeah, I mean, if you saw he's so old, he probably looks like he's gonna die soon.
We should make a movie like that.
And get a guy who's gonna die soon?
And what?
Kind of dark, but we taped Dan Dobler like a lot right before he died.
What Dan Dobler do?
Dan Dobler died like 2 years ago, but
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
he was on the show a lot, and I did tape some videos with him on the side.
Oh yeah, I think I've seen some of those clips.
Yeah, but I've done. Yeah, I mean, people are. It's kind of, I don't think about it. The people who are on the program and very old. There's a few of them.
You don't want them?
No, I don't want to think about their mortality.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. But Clint Eastwood is old, and he's probably doesn't have too much longer to live. But I don't know. Have you ever seen his movies? I've never really watched his movies, his directed movies.
Not really. I mean, I saw that one with like Tom Hanks when he's like a pilot and he landed a plane in a lake. You know, it was kind of boring.
That's a Clint Eastwood movie?
Yeah.
What about $1 Million Baby?
$1 Million Baby. Yeah, I've only seen like bits and pieces of that.
And then like something, I think like Tales from Iwo Jima or something like that?
I don't know that one. But yeah, I'm sure this movie looks entertaining. Yeah, I don't know. They're probably kind of good. I don't know.
I like movies where old guys dance with models.
Yeah, that's my favorite genre as well.
Those guys, they pick the movie?
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, is there like a
What's
bunch
that?
of chairs in a room? And then like they're all in the rows and then they're watching the movie?
Well, we got like these like cheap couches.
Are they in rows?
Yeah, there's like 2 rows, and then there's some along the walls too. So you walk in the door. The front door has like a buzzer. You have to buzz it to get in. They can see on a camera who's outside buzzing the door. You walk in, and to the right is the TV, and then the office is to the right right next to the TV. And then there's the living room in front of the TV. There's a little computer in the corner you can use. And then you go further back in the room. There's the kitchen and the dining room tables, like 2 big kitchen tables. And then we got a bunch of fridges, a walk-in freezer. And then
Walk-in?
surrounding... Yeah, walk-in freezer.
Wow.
And then surrounding... And that's like the big room in the middle, and then there's like corridors going all around the middle room with like different bedrooms and the bathrooms, and there's like 5 different bathrooms, and then there's the nurse's office. There's offices for the counselors and stuff.
Yeah. You get your own room?
And I have a room with 3 other guys in it.
And then they're all sleeping there?
Yes, we sleep in there.
Do you have the same bedtime?
Yeah, on the weekend it's a little later. Weekdays, lights out at 10:30.
But are you all going to sleep at the same time?
For the most part, yeah. I mean, you're allowed to, like, sit out in the, like, sit out and read or something, but you have to turn your phones in. You can't watch TV.
You turn your phone in?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
But you you say good night to your roommates before you go to sleep?
Not really, but sometimes I'll say goodnight to, other guys here.
Hey guys, good night. And is it all men?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, rehab was men and women, but this place is all men.
Where's is there a women's house, like, on the street?
No, but, I think for the halfway houses, they tend to keep them strictly men and women separate places. But, I mean, a few guys have been leaving. Like, one guy left and said he's going to go live in a tent. And, so, hope he's doing all right.
That's up to him.
What's that?
It's up to the guys. They're like, I'm going to go live in a tent.
Well, yeah, if you want to leave, then I guess you can, No one's forcing you to stay here.
What's he going to do? He'd rather live in a tent because he wants to get drunk, or like...
Well, yeah, I assume he's probably going to Kensington.
What's that?
Kensington is an area in, like, northeast, kind of, northeast Philadelphia, and it's, like, one of the worst. It's basically like an open area, like a drug market. Like, there's people just, like, doing drugs openly on the street. Like, the whole area is, like, just swarms with, like, people doing fentanyl and,
are there
trying to...
So a lot of people there are drug addicts and not just alcoholics?
I would say there's more addicts, but there's a good share of alcoholics as well. Yeah.
They go to it's like a whole city?
Kensington is definitely more so for drugs.
But is that a whole, like a whole city?
It's like a section of the city.
Of Philadelphia?
Yeah. North Philly.
It's like, yeah, you just a home market. You just go there and you start yelling what kind of drugs you want. People show up.
Yeah, I mean, there's people who are just like, like people like shitting next to you on the street. People just like, you can just walk down the street and there's people like, shooting up, or just like people just like conked out and staggering. Yeah, I mean, look up Kensington, Philadelphia on YouTube.
You see them shooting up, and then you're like, hey, where'd you get that?
Well, yeah, I guess you could if you're if that's what you're there for. Yeah. But I never was there. I've been close by, and you can see the overflow from the area.
Yeah,
People
well,
just like
the thing. Alcohol, you can go anywhere for it. You don't need to go to Kensington.
That's true. But yeah, look up Kensington on YouTube in Philly. It's crazy.
I wonder if it's if there's a guy named Kensington from 100 years ago. He's like one of the founding fathers or something.
Yeah, like who was John Kensington? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, like Lord Kensington from the 1700s, because you're in Philadelphia, so everything's from like the founding fathers days, and then his namesake is this drug market now.
Yeah, maybe he'd have a sense of humor about it.
I wonder if they were. I mean, they're probably doing the drugs back then too, Lord Kensington.
Yeah, opium or whatever.
Yeah. What's your, did you go to work?
No, my first day is Wednesday.
And is it going to be open, or are you training?
Yeah, I mean, the restaurant's not going to be open yet. Training shift. It's probably still not even put together by Wednesday.
But you're going to be there for the grand opening?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I should suggest the Larry David idea with the bells at every table.
And then you ring the bell because when you want your waiter to get there?
Uh-huh, and everyone has like a different toned bell, so the waiter can distinguish which bell is his.
I was talking about do you have bikini coffee huts out there?
No.
What about just like coffee huts in general?
No.
Because out here, like when you're driving down the street in like random parking lots, there'll be like little sheds that are like maybe like 6 square or like 6 by 6, square feet.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like a shack with like an espresso machine and like a person. And then
Wait, they're called bikini huts?
Well, they're called, I don't know, coffee shacks or whatever. But like about half of them are bikini. Like they're coffee shacks, but then they also advertise that the person serving your coffee will be wearing a bikini.
And is that the case?
I mean, I don't go to these places. I don't go to any of the places because I prefer cheap coffee. I don't like espresso.
Yeah.
I almost want to get I just drink coffee at home or at McDonald's. But
yeah, I have heard of this, yeah.
But they at the huts, but they don't have them out there.
No, but have you even just like passed by one and seen?
Yeah, well, you can't see in there. I was thinking about it today, and you look in there, and they're somehow they hide. I feel like they when the customer they get up and they do a thing, but they have some way of hiding so that you can't get a free show.
Wait, they're actually wearing like bikinis?
I actually have never been to one. I kind of want to go to one out of curiosity.
Yeah.
But that's what they advertise.
Yeah, curiosity, sure.
Well, yeah, you could call it curiosity. Also,
maybe for love.
I want to for love, yeah, or to get lightly titillated, and then leave. And like, oh, that was an experience and then without any follow through.
What'd you say?
That was an experience without any kind of follow through. Like, ooh, hey.
Follow through? What do you mean by follow through?
You know what I mean.
Wait, is that something you'd announce to her?
No, that's just what you do. You go there. Well, that's what I was like, what are you going there? You're going to go there, and then you're like, ooh, hey, look at this, and then you leave.
Well, maybe you'll fall in love.
Yeah, you find love in there. For money, because they tell you nice things.
Well, what was I going to say? I would definitely go to one of those.
Yeah.
Sounds fun.
I don't know how much it is, and I'm too, I guess, stingy or something.
But yeah, that probably does attract a lot of pervs.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's like about half the coffee huts are that though, and I don't ever go to any of the. Like I said, I never go to any of the coffee huts. I just go to McDonald's. But
Yeah.
so like, but if you like really like the coffee huts, you might kind of go to them because there's only about almost half of them seem like it's that.
Yeah, what if you were like a very like uptight, like conservative guy who loves his family, goes to church, but he just loves the coffee at the bikini shacks.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard that they have good coffee sometimes. But yeah, I like cheap coffee anyway. But they don't have the huts, no huts.
Wait, isn't that a like episode of like King of the Hill where Dale like gets a job at Hooters?
Yeah, he gets a job at Hooters because they don't want to be sexist. Hooters is weird. They got Hooters out there. They got the Hooters over here.
Yeah, we got those.
Probably a lot over there, I would think. But I went to this barbecue place today, and they have a sign. It's like a truck, a barbecue food truck, and on the door, or like they say, no tipping.
That's weird.
It's good though, because it's the only guy. I'm pretty sure that the guy that works there owns it and doesn't have any employees.
He just doesn't want any tips.
Well, he's just. I appreciate it.
Because it's not like a. Yeah, but I wonder why.
He's the owner. He's like a kind of a tough-looking guy. I think he might have army background, just guessing by his haircut and demeanor. And he's just like, hey, I'm making the food. I put the price on the food. He's the guy that works there. He runs the place. Like, he's just not.
Yeah, just keeping it straightforward.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So, like, I don't know.
Maybe draw him maybe make him a card with like crayons saying thank you.
Well, like, last time I went there, there was no way to tip. And you just don't tip him. And then it was like, well, I don't know. I guess he didn't want to tip. And then this time he put the sign. And I said, I like that sign. So that was my tip.
Oh, you told him you liked the sign?
I said, I appreciate this sign.
What did he say?
He's like, yeah.
You did, yeah?
Yeah. He's a tough guy, no nonsense.
You should have said, hey, guy, why? I said I liked your sign. Why do you have to be so rude?
No, but he's not rude. He's straightforward, no tips. Barbecue, just straight barbecue.
You should ask him if he wants to be your friend.
No, and we are friends.
You are?
Well, I mean, we're friends. This is why I said this right when I started the program, but I'll say it again. We're friends. Our relationship, I go to where he is, and he has this truck, and I go there, and he's got a bunch of like things I can eat on a board, and then I tell him what I want on the board, and then I give him money, and he gives me food.
I think you should ask him, because I don't think you know for sure until you ask him.
Do you ask your friends about if they want to be friends?
They're my friend.
Like,
like, hey, do you want to be my friend?
yeah, like, you know what?
I mean, that's more something you do with like a romantic relationship. You're like, hey, do you want to be my special one? You know, but yeah, with friends, you don't really do that, I guess.
Special. I mean, you could say, yeah, a special one, but you don't say, hey, maybe he's like, hey, we're friends, right? We're friends. Like, that's something.
Yeah, I guess so. Have you ever had a friend break up with you?
Usually with friends, you don't have to break up with them. You can, ghost
You
them.
just drift apart?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. You know something my grandmother told me she would do? She told me this years ago. She said that her and my uncle, when my uncle was a kid, they played this game. They were kind of just in this like little like nothing happening town in like northwest Pennsylvania, like kind of a hickish area. And she said for fun, they would pick a car and they would just follow it around.
Oh my God.
I don't know why I thought of that. That's stalking, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, you only drove for like like a month, like a year or less, huh? You only drove for like a year or less when you drove?
I think it was a little over a year.
And then it was like the worst thing that ever happened to you.
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
Yeah, driving. You shouldn't have been driving. But
I crashed my car.
Yeah. And yeah. But if you drive around, then you're sometimes, like, if somebody's behind you like for a while, and then you do a couple of turns and they're still there. It happens.
Oh yeah, you feel like people are following you.
Yeah, like, is this guy following? What's going on here? Or if you're what if you're doing the following? It happens also. Like
isn't that a Larry David episode?
I don't know about that, but the person in front of you, and then you're turning around, and then you're happening to be going the same way as they are. And then you're like, oh, maybe I should go a different way.
Well, you should stop following them.
Yeah. I don't know if I've ever ended up in the same place as somebody else after like a long time of that happening.
Yeah. I miss driving.
Or if you're walking, and then that's maybe even, close to the same thing. Like you're like, if it's like not very crowded and you're walking in the same direction as somebody else, and then they're like kind of close to you, and then you're like,
oh yeah. I hate when you're like walking very close to somebody, like they're like they're in front of you, but they're walking like so much so like the same pace of you that it makes it really hard to, like, do I have to speed up now and walk extra fast?
Yeah, it's close to the same speed. As if you're like walking actively with somebody else, and then you can kind of like, I guess you end up matching their speed somehow instinctually.
They're matching your speed.
No, if you're going on a walk with another person, or you're, and then you're kind of walking, and then you match your speeds of walking, because you're talking to each other, and then but then somebody else, you're trying to like get into a different speed as them. You got to pass them by quickly. Otherwise, they think that you're creeping.
Oh yeah, like when you're with somebody. And then there's somebody else in front of you.
There's somebody, and you're like gonna get around them.
Well, it's also tough when you're walking next to somebody and you're on a sidewalk, and you have to pass somebody in front of you, and then like one person has to go into the grass or something. It's humiliating.
Yeah, I guess I implement driving rules or anything like that's going on.
But. Like when you're walking next to somebody and they're like talking to you, and they like walk, like there's some people who do this when they're talking to you and you're walking next to them, they just keep walking closer to you just naturally because they're like, I don't know, like I think they're doing it unconsciously, but they keep like walking into your direction when they're turning to you, talking. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Right, and then you don't want to get too close to the person? It's somebody you're walking and talking to, but you don't want them in your personal area at the same time?
Yeah, I'm not talking about a special one here.
Yeah? Just a regular friend?
Just a regular one. Yeah. And they're just leaning too much into you and like walking straight ahead along with you, but also kind of in your direction.
That's a close talker? That's like Seinfeld.
That's a close talker and a close walker.
Yeah. We gotta look up. But I guess your grandma, maybe it was a different time, but if somebody was driving around and they're following you around like on purpose, but then like maybe eventually you turn off. Like you don't follow them to their destination. Like once they arrive at their destination, then you just keep going, and then you're just making them paranoid.
I forget what the end of the game was.
Was it homicide?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
No. Yeah, no.
Your grandma's not like The Others? You know The Others?
No, is that a show?
It's a movies franchise.
I think I remember. I think it's just they would see where they were going, and that's it.
Yeah. Just like
Which is kind of weird.
slightly creeping them out.
I guess I don't know. I really, it's something I
Jeez.
couldn't ask her about now.
Is she alive?
Yeah, but it'd be a weird thing to bring up after just not talking to her that much over the years. You know.
Hey, grandson, let me tell you about this. When I was your age, I used to scare strangers for fun.
Hey, you gotta respect that on some level, I guess. But what was I gonna say? Yeah, I don't know. Just I don't like just being with like somebody and feeling like you just need to keep a conversation going. You know when you're with somebody and you feel like it's just like that awkward silence. It's like, all right, well, we gotta fill this up now. You know.
You got to do a thing. You need an activity. I want to record a message of the future.
No.
No?
Yeah, we can do that. Yeah.
Oh, I think did you say no though?
No.
Oh, I think you said no. No. Oh, okay.
No.
I'm gonna cue this up. Okay, hold on, please.
No.
No.
Don't overdose.
Bye, future.
Be gone.
Yeah, we made it through yesterday. I don't know if anybody. When did your friend leave to go to the tent? Was it yesterday?
2 days ago.
Yeah, maybe he wanted to celebrate the holiday.
Yeah, listen, it's supposed to be what holiday?
All right, here it goes. Hey, future, it's just the past.
Hey, future, you don't like your life? Go live in a tent in a open-air drug market in the city nearest to you.
No tipping barbecue guy. What a good guy on the Sunday. Don't eat fillet of fish. Bye, future. I ate the fillet of fish earlier today.
A fillet of fish?
I ate the fillet of fish from McDonald's.
How was it?
Bad.
Yeah, I'm sure it was.
I get it like once every like 2 or 3 years.
Yeah. Was it like not even hot?
It was hot enough, but it's basically like a mayonnaise sandwich.
Yeah, I mean, every time I have it, I just feel terrible. Like, my gut feels terrible afterwards.
Oh, yeah, I got pretty strong guts, but just the taste of it, mostly mayonnaise. It's like basically you want to eat like a mayonnaise sandwich.
Was there any level in which you were enjoying it?
It wasn't awful.
How were the fries?
Fries are good. I did get fries. But I ate the whole sandwich. I wasn't like, ugh. But it also was just like, this is not great. But I didn't not eat it.
Did you get a drink?
No, I don't get drinks. I probably could have got coffee, but I got it at like 1 or 2 p.m. I kind of was like later on around 4. I was like, I probably should have got coffee, but I already had drinking enough coffee for the day.
Wait, so you get the meal and you just say no drink?
No, I didn't get the meal. I just got fries and sandwich.
Do you ever have a soda?
I don't get the meal. I don't drink soda really. I mean, basically don't. I only drink coffee and water.
Yeah, I mean, that's basically what I do.
I don't like
think
drinks. The
Do you
barbecue
like
place.
seltzer water?
The barbecue place gave me beans in a coffee cup though.
They gave you what?
Beans.
Were they good?
Well, I mean, they're all good. I'm still eating them.
Wait, you're talking about the food truck?
Mm-hmm. I got beans with it with the barbecue. They gave me beans, and they gave me the beans in a coffee cup, like a to-go coffee cup.
Are they good?
They're good, and it's a cup. It's a cup. It's kind of like almost a soup, and it's good. I want the soup now. I want soup cup.
You should mix it up and go there again tomorrow, but this time bring him food.
To try to trade with them.
What?
Like bartering for Like, and get food from him as well, or just give him food and try to get money from him?
Yeah, try to get money from him.
Hey, I've been going here. Why don't you give me some money for this food? Or just bring your own menu and then you hold up the menu to that guy. That's kind of what if you work at a food place now, and you've worked at a food place in the past.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever worked at a food place, and then you go to another food place? Also, it's like if you know, even if you go there, but if you see somebody who has served you, and then you see them out in the world,
Mm-hmm.
and when you saw them, they were being paid to be nice to you, and then you see them in the world, and you're like, oh hey, and they're like, hey, I'm not gonna be nice. I'm off the clock right now.
I think that doesn't really happen to me.
Yeah, but at least sometimes I've run into people who you're like, ooh, I think I know this guy. And you're kind of looking at him, and then you're like maybe like eye contact or something, and then and then you kind of both know, and then you both look away. You know.
Right. Yeah. I do know what you mean. I think that's that's the spice of life.
Yeah. I actually did have a guy at at Burger King who was kind of my friend. When I was...
Yeah, I remember you talking about this. Did you work at Walmart?
Oh, there was a guy who worked at Walmart too. That's when I don't like it when people start to know me at a place, because I feel like I'm going there too much.
Yeah, that's when you gotta just like really sit down and think about your life.
Yeah, but there was a guy at Burger King, and I was going to Burger King like almost every like 4 or 5 days a week, because I was getting like a Whopper Jr. right before I went to work, and then I was also riding the bus, and this guy rode the same bus as me, and we were friends.
Mm. Wait, is he your friend now?
Well, I got a new job, and then I never went back there, and I also stopped riding the bus.
Oh, that's right.
Hey, Kenny, this is Jolie, Freddie's friend.
We got a message.
Kenny, this is Jolie, Freddie's friend. I was calling to see if you could maybe stop by tomorrow or Tuesday and borrow some VHS tapes from the TCTV collection. Okay, I'll ring again tomorrow, but you can hit me back.
I don't know. Oh, and you left a message as well.
Who is it?
That was Julie, Freddie's friend, wants to borrow some VHS tapes from the TCTV collection, apparently.
Tell her no.
No?
Yeah.
Well, I don't like to say no, but I don't want to tell you no.
Say no.
Now I'm in a conundrum.
Just say no.
Well, I have to say no to one of you now.
No to who?
One, it's either you. I'm either going to say no to you about saying no to them, or I'm going to say no to them. I want to say yes to everybody, but how can I do that?
Just say no to me and say no to her.
Say no. Oh no. Oh no. I'm going to say yes to this person. I'm going to call them back. I'm going to say yes. Sorry.
Say yes, but you gotta do something for me first.
I could tell them, you'll be on the line, I could tell them that you want to say no, and that I want to say yes, and then we can see what happens.
Ask her to, do her laundry.
You ask her yourself, I'm calling her.
But not laundry, that's
Well, ask her about laundry?
Ask if she can, do,
Joey.
cook.
Hello, this is Kenny from TV, how are ya?
Hey, I'm good. Thanks for calling me back.
You're welcome, we're on TV.
God bless.
Oh, amazing.
Bye.
I'm looking for some VHS tapes, and I was wondering if you have anything that's kind of like, CIA movies, Western movies, or any kind of, war movies.
War?
like just some different VHS tapes.
Yeah, I do. I have thousands.
Wow. Okay. Do you have any Tom Clancy?
What are some examples of those? I'm not sure.
There's like a Red October movie, and then there's like a few different famous ones. Tom Cruise is in a lot of them, I think. Hunt for Red October, Patriot Games, Clear and Present Danger.
I think I've seen them. I tape over movies, so lots of movies are getting taped over. But I do have boxes of keeper tapes as well, and you're welcome to them. Do you know where we are?
Amazing. Yeah, downtown, right?
Yeah, we're on State and Capitol.
And is the show every day from 7 to 8 now?
No, it's not a set time, but it's usually around 5 to 6, 5 to 7, I would say. Tomorrow it's going to be probably around 5:30 to 6:30.
Okay, cool. I'll come by.
It's on State and Capitol. Have you ever been on TV before?
I've definitely been there while someone else is on TV. And I think I've been on TV maybe on the phone, but I don't know if my physical image has been on TV.
Have you ever been to or worked at one of those bikini coffee spots?
No, I've seen them though.
Yeah. I'm thinking about checking it out just because I'm like, what's going on with those places, you know?
I think you're supposed to leave a big tip, is from what I understand, and I have a friend who used to live here who I think was in a crazy situation, and one of the girls there kind of like saved his life.
Yeah. What'd you eat for breakfast?
Breakfast, I had some zucchini cake that was made by Baker Potter.
Is that a bakery? What's Baker Potter?
It's in Thurston Island, yeah. It's like a bakery and a pottery place. They sell stuff at like the farmers market and the co-ops, and it's like kind of, I don't even know what they would describe themselves as, but I think of it just as like really nice, kind of like bougie bread.
Yeah, but they have...
And they have really good stuff.
I wonder if they use the same heat source to cook their food and their pottery.
Yeah, their heat source. I wonder what it is.
I think clay is way hotter than food. Maybe.
I wonder, yeah, they live on Thurston, so maybe they do have enough room to have like a giant clay oven.
Well, if you're doing pottery, you gotta have it.
Yeah, that's true. I'll learn more. They sell their bread too at Marmo Gallery in Shelton, if you've heard of that place.
They got bread there?
Yeah, they have the Baker Potter bread at Marmo.
Art gallery / bread selling?
Yes, exactly. And they serve their coffee in the pottery, like in mugs that were made by those people. And they're really pretty, so definitely recommend. Marmo's also an art gallery as well.
It's downtown?
So, it's in Shelton, downtown Shelton, yeah.
Marmo's.
Yeah, Marmo Gallery. And they do a lot of art shows there. So actually, you should maybe submit some of your art. I can put you in touch with Issa, who sets stuff up over there. Do you have any fabric art, actually?
I do. I made a sweater.
Oh, interesting.
I just made it. I just finished it. I just brought it here today, and I was showing everybody it.
Wow, that's really exciting. Yeah, she's doing the show with fiber art. So, like, paintings on fabric and stuff.
I mean,
but
I guess this
Maybe she
counts.
would like a sweater too.
It's just a pretty regular sweater, but I did make it with my hands. It's kind of art.
Yeah, definitely. Are you wearing it currently on TV?
I was wearing it earlier, but now I'm eating barbecue, and I didn't want to get
Oh
it.
no!
I didn't want to get it on there, so I took it off. I went to a barbecue truck downtown. You like barbecue?
Oh, nice. How is it?
It's really good, and the guy there, he doesn't take tips.
Wow.
That's why I was thinking about that Bikini Coffee place.
Oh yeah, they take. Yeah, I feel like they make most of their money in tips.
Yeah, this guy has a sign, and he just says, no tips. I'm pretty sure he's the owner and operator, because it's just a truck.
Oh, interesting. So his prices have the tip built into them.
It just says no tips. It just says no tips necessary. He's not taking them, and I liked it.
Wow. Fascinating. Yeah. What other downtown businesses have you been frequenting?
Oh, just so many, pretty much all of them. I got a lot of pizza.
A lot of pizza, old school pizza.
Old school pizza, best pizza in Thurston County. Program gave him an award.
Yeah, it probably means a lot for businesses to have your seal of approval. TCTV, they probably can pay a pretty penny to advertise.
Yeah, I guess it's free. We're on TCTV, but it's public access, so we could count them as TCTV, but we're also our own thing. So, yeah.
That makes sense. Well, I guess while I'm on the air, I'd like to promote some upcoming events that are through the Palestine Action of the South Sound. If anyone listening would like to get involved, maybe I'll list some of our events that are coming up next week.
Yeah.
So our general meetings are every other Monday. So actually this current Monday is not a general meeting. It's a meeting for the committees. But on Monday, April 29th at 7 p.m. at the YWCA, that's where we have our open general meetings where you can get plugged in with a group that maybe suits the type of action you want to be getting into. You can learn a bit about our principles, and just get a general gist for what's going on. We have a march planned, and so that's really what we're hoping to get people on board for. The march is a Palestine Solidarity March on Saturday, May 4th at 2 p.m. at Heritage Park, and I'll call back another day when it gets a little sooner to remind people, but that's 2 p.m. Saturday, May 4th at Heritage Park.
Which one's that's the one on Yum Highway?
What's the question?
Heritage Park? That's like kind of by the YMCA on Yum Highway? By the river?
Yeah, the YWCA meetings are on Monday.
No, but what about where's Heritage Park though?
This group is the Palestine Action of the South Sound, PATH.
But that park, the park is the one that's by the river, right?
The one that's the park is on May 4th, 2 p.m., open to everyone.
Heritage?
And it's at Heritage Park.
Oh, I'm just trying to remember which park is Heritage Park.
That is a really good question. Downtown, I think, the one that's like across from where Burial Grounds used to be.
That's Sylvester Park.
Oh, okay, then Heritage Park is...
I think
it's by the lake.
Oh, okay,
it's
yeah.
The waterfront on Southwest 5th Ave.
Yeah, right by the docks and stuff. But the show's over. Thank you for talking today.
Okay, thank you. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Yeah, bye. Thanks, Yellow Fellow. Thanks, Jolene and whoever else. Thanks for watching. It's Sunday. We're on TCTV, channel 22, 11:30 and 2 a.m. Check it out. Yeah. YDHWM on YouTube. 360-836-334. Calling message on TV. Yeah. YDHWM.com. Check it out. Your first basket song, thank you, TCTV, The Baby, Jordy Fabulous, Orca Books, Sports Drive Video, South by Com, Rebecca Mountain Motor Northwest, Thurston County, Washington State, USA, thank you, and viewers that you're watching, thank you. Hell yeah, dog! Bye, John, call me.